Hello dear students, now we're going to learn about pen tools. This pen tools is one of the most essential tools in Adobe Illustrator because while you will create any design, any shape, any style, even any text format or any font shape, whatever you will create, this pen tool is essential because this pen tool can move in every angle, and this is what only possible with the pen tools for moving with every angle. Okay, so let's learn about the pen tool. So this is our pen tool, and the shortcut key of pen tool is P for Philippine. Now let me draw a shape. In our last lessons, what we did, we used this rectangle tools for drawing a rectangle shape, but it's a presets. But if you need to create a different shape or different rectangle shape or any specific square shape or circle shape, so whatever you need, you can be able to create using the pen tools. So let me draw a square shape. So for using the pen tool, what you have to do, you just have to place your mouse cursor, then you can see an anchor point is created, and how long the shape will be long, I mean in width or in height, how long it will be, you have to determine. So as I was saying, that I will create a square shape, that's why I am picking the line till here, then I am picking the line till here, then I'm picking the line till here and here. Okay, so you can see that I have created successfully a pen tool, I mean a square shape using the pen tool, but it's still empty, or you can consider the fill color is white. So let me change the fill color from here. So this is called the color mixer. I want to use any color from here. So as an example, let me pick the green color, and you can see that we have created a box using the pen tool, and this square box also work as the rectangle tools. Okay, now let me tell you how pen tool working with angles or in rounded shape. Suppose I want to draw some kind of a rounded shape, like a rounded rectangle shape. So I am drawing a line here, and you can press shift button from your keyboard for having a straight line. Okay, now I want to make a rounded corner here. That's why I'm placing my mouse cursor in here, and you have to press and hold your mouse left button, and then you have to move the mouse cursor, and then I am pulling the line till here, in here and in here. Okay, so you can see that we have created a manual rounded corner. While we were using the rectangle tools, and using the rectangle tools, what we did, we have created a rectangle shape. Then what we used this selection tool, and we using this anchor point or this pointer for making the rounded shape in here. Okay, but if you need to create it manually, in that case you must have to use the pen tool, because in pen tool you will be able to move in any single point. Let me use this pen tool once again. Now let me draw a shape here. Now let me start the anchor point in here and another in here, and now you can see I'm bending this shape, and I want to put the anchor point till here. Can you see that we have created a manual shape, and these things is quite tough for making with the rectangle shapes. Let me create some others or other shapes. Okay, so you can see that there are different type of shapes are able to create. So you can see we have created a rounded rectangle corner, and a straight line, as some kind of curved line, or some kinds of a bend line over here. So whatever you want to create, you will be able to create through the pen tool. So let's replicate some shapes using the pen tools. That's why I want to close this document, and I want to open an image from our exercise file. So I've already given an exercise file. You must have it from the resource section. So you just have to click this open option, and you can see that we have a file named shapes. So you just have to select it, and then you have to click open. Okay, you can see that we have lots of shapes in here. So as an example, let's start with the creating the first shape. So I want to draw this shape with the pen tool. So this is my pen tool, and let me zoom in. Okay, so as an example, I want to draw this star from here, and just for time being, I don't want to use any color. That's why I want to use this no fill option. And now let me draw this star shape. So I'm just replicating these things. Here I'm keeping my first anchor point. Here is the second, third, fourth. And as I was saying, that for having the straight line, you can use Shift button from your keyboard for having the straight line. Okay, you can see we have created a nice star. And now let me increase the stroke. So here is the stroke option. So let me increase the stroke, and you can see that stroke is increased in here. And now if you want to apply any fill color, you can use this fill option. And I want to use this blue color as my fill color, or yellow color for my fill color. Okay, so you can see I have created a shape. So now let's separate. Let me zoom out, and for zoom out you have to click this view option, and from there this view menu, from there you will use this zoom out option. Okay, or you can use Control and minus button if you are using Windows, and if you are using Mac, then you can use Command and minus button. Okay, so now let me use this selection tool, and let me move the shape image that I have opened. So when I'm placing my mouse cursor to the shape box, it's indicating that this is my shape image. That's why I am moving my shape image in here, and you can see that we have created a star shape. Okay, now let me draw these things. Let me zoom in, and for zoom in you have to press Ctrl and plus button from your keyboard, and I want to use no fill option. Here is my no fill option, and now let me use my pen tool. So let me draw these things. So I am starting my point in here, and now I am placing my mouse cursor in here, and I am pulling till here. Okay, and from here, one more thing, I need to change the fill color, and unfortunately I have used the stroke fill, no fill, and from here I'm going to use this no fill option. Okay, now let me draw my second point in here. Here is my straight line, and now let me bend in here, and now let me put my anchor point in here, and okay, cool. So I have created my shape, or you can call these things as a replicated. So I want to use the stroke right now. Okay, so here is the stroke option. So I want to use the black stroke, and let me increase the stroke. And now let me zoom out, and let me move my shape image from here. And now you can see that I have successfully created this similar shape using the pen tool. So I hope you got the idea how this pen tools is working, and this is one of the most mandatory section for implementing pen tools in here. So along with pen tools, there are lots of tools are associated. Let me right click with my mouse. You can see add anchor point tool, delete anchor point tool, anchor point tool. Okay, so let's learn about the anchor point tool.